And we are live.
Woohoo! Live, yay!
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming into the Google Plus Hangout on Air. I am George Kiriyama. So, I want to thank all of my friends who are in this Hangout right now. And before I announce where I will be heading next, I wanted to take this moment and really just thank everyone who reached out to me during my transition. It meant a lot to me. And there were times when your words of encouragement really lifted my spirits, especially during days where I felt a little down. I appreciate all the advice and feedback during my search. It was a learning experience these past 5 months, and it's something I definitely will not forget. So, with that said, because I don't want to talk too much here, and I will take questions if there are questions afterwards. With that said, I want to announce, after 20 years in the business, and when I say the business, the news business, the last 17 and a half of them on air as a television reporter, I will be hanging up the microphone.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Hanging up the microphone and taking my talents to KEYT, KCOY, KKFX, the triopoly operation in the Santa Barbara, Santa Maria, San Luis Obispo market. I will be the new managing editor in the KCOY part of the operation. So I will be the new managing editor in the KCOY part of the operation, leading a team of 5 reporters.
By the way, have the turning radius.
So I just want to say, for so many years,
Turning radius.
I have been the one hitting the pavement and reporting the stories, from the field. But now I'm going to be the leader in the newsroom, guiding my reporters as we tell and share the stories of our team. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this opportunity. And I want to thank MPG of California, the parent company, for believing in my leadership ability.
George Kiriyama.
Why are you on the phone with George Kiriyama?
Mark Danielson, especially, the general manager, and Jim Lemon, the news director, thank you so much for believing in me. And I look forward to working with my new news team.
Oh, yes, we got a new...
And my start date is Monday, September 22nd. So I'm excited to start. I can't wait. And onward. I go forward.
Yeah!
There it is.
Yay!
Any questions?
Congratulations!
I raised my CCTV America water bottle to you, but it's empty.
I'm going to get beer, so I'll raise my beer gas as soon as I get it. like 5 minutes from now, I will have a glass of beer, and I will toast to you.
I hate to hang out
George.
and run, but I've got to catch my bus home and pack for my trip to Chicago. So congratulations, George. Even
Thank
though
you.
for a
I
while.
appreciate it.
Even though you already knew about it, right?
Oh, yeah, Chris already knew. He kept the secret.
Good job. Chris,
It was in the
Chris
vault.
followed the rules.
Good job, Chris.
No reparations for Chris. Good job.
No, they would be due to George.
Oh, my God.
All right. See ya.
See ya.
Bye, Chris.
Any questions from anyone here, or it's pretty self-explanatory?
Why, George? Why?
Why am I staying in the business? Well, one good thing about this is that I don't have to stand in the rain anymore and do live shots or stand in a 100-degree heat, but I feel like I still have a lot to offer for the news industry, and especially when it comes to telling the stories and kind of guiding the next generation of reporters. So I feel like I can still do that. And it'll be a different capacity for me. It definitely will be a whole new set of challenges, but I really look forward to this opportunity. I think management is kind of the next logical step in my career, and we'll see where it leads after this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So, is this a new creative position, or are you replacing someone?
I'm actually replacing the current managing editor. She has accepted a new job, and so I will be replacing her.
Wait, who's the news director there?
Jim Lemon. And I'm excited to work with him as well.
Where's he from?
I know he's worked in other markets like Sacramento and Milwaukee, and in Hawaii specifically. So again, just a great news director. I look forward to learning a lot from him as well. And Mark Danielson's the general manager, and we just had a great conversation when I interviewed there a couple of weeks ago. So I'm excited to start. I start in less than a month, so I'm in moving mode now. So you know what that means. It's just packing is going to happen soon, and I picked up my new moving company today. I had 3 representatives from 3 different companies, an estimation of my apartment, and the winning bid was announced. Not announced, but I picked the company about an hour and a half ago, so they're pretty happy.
Well, are you going to be living? Where are you going to be living?
So I will be living in Santa Maria.
Oh my God! Really?
Syria.
Yeah, Santa Maria. So that's about an hour north of Santa Barbara.
Whoa! Wait. Why?
Because that's the part of the operation where they want me to lead. You know, this is a triopoly. So it's KCOY, KEYT, and KKFX. So there is still physically a KCOY newsroom, and that's where the reporters are. And if you're familiar with the market, Santa Barbara, Santa Maria, San Luis Obispo, land-wise, area-wise, it's a large market. So they need to cover ground, and when news breaks in the central and northern part of the market, we need to be in position for that. So there actually are 5 reporters who work out of KCOY, and that is where I know KEYT and KCOY, KKFX really wants to do well. Because KEYT does well in Santa Barbara because that's where they are based. So the battleground will be Santa Maria and San Luis Obispo.
I see. Got it.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, rent's going to be cheaper, no?
It is.
A lot cheaper.
So I look forward to that. You know, the good thing about this is that instead of being 6 hours away from home, I'm now 3 to 3.5 hours away from home.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I'm excited about. Is like, I could leave at like 9 o'clock in the morning and get to the South Bay, Torrance, Gardena area by lunchtime.
Right. Yeah.
So I will probably be in LA a lot more now. I mean, I could see myself going to LA a couple times a month on the weekends, as opposed to once every couple of months.
So I
And
found
I'm not that far away from the Bay either. I mean, I'm roughly 3.5 to the Bay. It's really like kind of in the middle. So I'll be visiting the Bay Area too, but probably not as much as LA. But the cool thing is that if someone has like a get together or a party on Saturday, I can actually I could probably go.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Oh, George.
So Santa Barbara considered part of the LA chapter, or the LA chapter, right? Santa Barbara.
Yeah, Santa Barbara.
Or is it in between? Yeah. Okay.
I will make an announcement here. I will be joining the AAJ LA chapter. So Denise Poon and Jaws Wang, if you're watching this, or we'll be watching it later on YouTube, I will be joining your chapter, but keep in mind I'm about 3 hours away, so I'll be on the outer fringe of the chapter. Although the Bay Area is still hoping to claim me, because I'm kind of halfway to them too.
Yeah.
But that's a very good question.
Well, I finally got my beer, so cheers, George. Congratulations.
Thank you. That's good. We got beer, we got wine, and we have water in that. Well, no water. I had an empty water bottle. So.
Well, beer is actually the entire reason I was late. That's what I was going to get when I got your invite. So we're going to go ahead and crack that open now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Deano Jackson, a good friend of mine here on Google+. I actually met him in real life in Las Vegas a couple of years ago. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. We had ourselves a great time out there.
Yeah. At
that pre-party. Those lamb chops, I still remember those as well. Those are on point.
We were in Vegas at the NAB. Well, actually, I was there for Unity, but Deanna was there for the NAB conference, and we met at an NAB mixer, I think it was, right? Reception.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like the day before the convention actually started.
Lamb chops were just phenomenal.
Yes, they were.
And Gene Park has just joined us from Hawaii.
George, how's it going, man?
Hi, Gene.
Good.
Hey, am I?
Oh, you missed the announcement.
What was the announcement? What happened?
Ah. Well.
Don't make him say it again.
Yeah, don't make him say it.
You just have to keep repeating like every 10 minutes or so.
Have like a loop.
Yeah. Just like have a recording of yourself saying it and record on your phone, and then once every 10 minutes, just press play on it in front of the microphone.
Oh, I would just cut to the chase then. I'm not gonna. They kind of heard the not emotion, but I shared some feelings before I made the announcement. But all right, well, Gina, especially if you don't, Gene and Deanna, if you don't know, then I'll just say outright what just happened a few minutes ago live in this hangout. So, let's see here. Did someone mute?
Yeah, it was like Robert dropped out.
In the public area, I think. Is it mine?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Can you? Is there a way you can mute for a second?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Hold on a second.
Great. All right, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm just going to cut to the announcement part because, people know how I feel. So, okay, I'm just going to say, after 20 years in the business, the last 17 and a half of them on air as a television reporter, I will be hanging up the microphone.
What?
Yes, I will be hanging up the microphone, but I'm going to remain in the business.
Oh.
Hanging up the microphone and taking my talents to KEYT, KCOY, KKFX, and that's the triopoly operation in the Santa Barbara, Santa Maria, San Luis Obispo market on the central coast of California.
All right.
So I will be new managing editor in the KCOY part of the operation, and I will be leading a team of 5 reporters. So this is just a different shift in mentality and focus. As you know, Deanna, Gene, and everyone in the hangout, I have been the one, going out in the field and working the stories right from the field. Now this gives me the chance to be a leader in the newsroom, and I will be actually guiding my reporters.
Dude, that is awesome.
As they go out and share the stories of where we live. So, and then I also thanked I'll thank him again since I'm going through the spiel again. I want to thank NPG California, which stands for News Press Gazette. It's the parent company of this operation. So I want to thank them for believing in my leadership abilities, and especially Mark Danielson, the general manager, and Jim Lemon, the news director. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I definitely look forward to working with my new colleagues, my new news team. So, yay.
That is incredible news, George. I'm really excited to see you in this new leadership role and doing our thing. I am a bit disappointed, though. I'm not gonna lie. I am disappointed because this to me is like I'm hearing this and I'm seeing that we're not gonna have any more late night hangouts where you're off to In-N-Out Burger after being on scene and and I'm just personally not sure how I feel about that, but I am very excited for you.
Well, the end of the hangouts are not going to happen. I will still be launching hangouts probably from a new newsroom.
Yeah, but it's like it was the In-N-Out Burger runs, in the news van, chilling, doing the thing.
Oh, yeah,
get some munchies, making the brother hungry at 2 a.m.
I will be encouraging my team of reporters to be more engaged on all the social media platforms, especially Google+. And I will show them the Google+ Hangout. So maybe one of them will be going through the In-N-Out drive-through and all of that.
Oh, what is this baby stuff? And like, you the boss, ain't you supposed to tell them? It's like, look, you. It's like you
do it.
Get hungry out there being out in the field.
Well,
you
I will
be behind over.
I'm their immediate supervisor, but the big boss is Jim Lemon. So.
No, we're ignoring that for the purpose of this conversation. It's like as far as they're concerned, you are the boss. BOSS. It's like you say jump, and they start jumping, and you'll let them know when they jump high enough. You understand that?
The way I see it, I'm like an assistant head coach, where I will lead this part of the operation, but obviously the big decisions will always be made by Jim Lemon and the news director there. So, and then of course the big decisions for the whole station will be obviously Mark Danielson, the general manager. So
Of course.
I'm just happy to do my part and help this station and operation to the next level, because obviously we're in stiff competition with KSBY, the NBC station based in San Luis Obispo. And my role, my task would be to come in and retake Santa Maria, because that's where KCOY is based, and then put tremendous pressure on KSBY, because I like to take some of their viewers and have them watch us. So that is my task, that is my goal, and I hope to share my passion and empower my staff, and it's going to be a good team. And it's not going to be easy. There'll be a lot of challenges, but that's what being part of a station is all about. And I just want I want my team to give it their all every day. I want them to go out, find the best stories, and when we are on a story where the competition is, I want them to beat the competition. I want them to tell a better story, find better people, and I know they will. So I look forward to helping them get there.
Well, joking aside, George, it's like I'm truly very happy for you. I think this is the perfect role for you. It's like, I mean, having so much experience in the business, being able to to lead a team, and to hopefully one day being as good as you doing what you do. I think that's phenomenal. It's like, and I'm looking forward to see what your team brings when you start this journey.
Well, thank you very much, Deanna. Any last thoughts from anyone else? Because I'm going to end the broadcast part of the Hangout.
Well, congratulations,
Well,
you're a natural leader, so it's a good fit.
Yeah. Yes, congratulations. I'm thrilled you're staying in the business.
Yeah, me too.
if you need to vent,